Hello from Texas. This is Grandpa Hickory. Hey, I've been reading a lot of the comments, and I've been contacted by a lot of young men in their 20s, and some of them in their 30s, and they wanted me to do a video about what is happening to men in the hour that we're all living in. The men of today. What is happening with the men of today? I read some of the, and y'all are very nice, and I appreciate you. This is from New Zealand, and some of them are from Australia, and Scotland, and all over the UK, and all over the US. But there's so many comments, I can't read them all. And I'm asking you not to be upset with Grandpa Hickory. If I don't answer you directly, I'm sorry. I have so many. I get like, oh Lord, I don't know how many a day. It's unbelievable. And friend, I mean, I'm prehistoric and I type like this with one finger. So please understand, I'm doing the best I can. But they were telling me that they don't want to do what I did. That they don't want to spend their hours, 60, 70, 80 hours a week, on up to even 100 hours a week on the job, knocking yourself out, trying to make a living, trying to take care of a family with the prices on everything going up and up and up and up, and the borders flooded with illegal aliens coming in that you've got to pay taxes. And they get everything free, but you and your family don't get nothing. They're tired of it. And the men of America are looking at countries like Albania. I think I heard about Albania when I was in geography back in 1962, class of 62, 63. We studied all kinds of different countries, Chile, Brazil, all kinds of different countries, but I don't even know where Albania is now. But these young men, they're telling me that they're leaving the United States of America. You can't get a job. There's no pensions. These greedy corporations that are left in America, that are not Chinese owned, have done away with all pensions. The 401k, everybody's woke up to it, people. The 401ks are a scam. That is a contract between you and the Internal Revenue Service, the IRS. And like me, see, I'm turning 73, and I'm going to fixing to start drawing for my 401k. Well, I've done been informed they're getting 50% of the taxes on it, and the people that have been in charge of my 401k all these years, guess what I found out? Fees have accumulated. Not only have they accumulated, but they've also accrued interest that you've got to pay. And then when they start sending you a certain percentage of your 401k, they're going to charge you more fees. So, at the end of the day, they've got 87% of your 401k that you've been working, trying to build for years, is taken away from you. And you'll find this out. If you think I'm kidding, go try to check your 401k out right now and watch how much they take away from you. I did. I found out about it. I was going to take all my money out of 401k and put them into dividend stocks. I like AMCR. Now, I'm not giving financial advice, but I'll tell you one thing right now. AMCR has been paying dividends for I don't know how long. It's called Amcor. And I've got into that. And I wish to the Lord that I could get rid of my 401k and put it straight into Amcor. But you're not allowed to. Not allowed to. Those fee-grabbing people, they got ya. Oh, we know what's best for you and your 401k. We're going to take care of you. You can trust us. Look, your money is growing. and so is their charges for their fees, and so are the IRS tax watchers. And don't think they're not watching. And listen, you know what? These young men have brought it to my attention. They told me, I wish I could find that comment. There's so many of them here. I can't go through all of them. But they told me, they said, you know, Grandpa, we don't even own anything. We don't own anything in the United States of America. You know, kind of like, oh, I wonder what they mean by that. And then they went on to explain. They said, if you buy a house or you buy a property, don't pay tax on it for 1 year and watch what they do to you. They take it away from you, friend. You don't own anything. You don't own a thing. And you know what they do to you people that buy houses? They've mentioned this too, and oh, it's so true. I'm turning 73 and I've been through it, friends. They hit you with property taxes. So when you first buy your home, and you've lived there 20, 30 years, you finally paid it off, guess what? You know that price you paid for your home? Guess what? They've raised the taxes so high, you're making the same payment every month. Just like when you started buying your house. Research it, friends. I have. I've been there. I had a 3-acre hobby farm in Johnson County. And I'm going to tell you something, that's one of the sorriest low-life counties you could ever live in. Parker County's the same way. They're all that way in Texas. They're all that way across the United States. We got greedy realtors in there, and they've got their bribers. And what I mean by bribers is they got those people, the special interest people. They call them lobbyists. They're not lobbyists. They're bribers. And they bribe the politicians that we elect into government, in the legislature and all this. And they enact all these property increases. They come in Texas, they said, hey, we want to charge California and New York prices. We want everybody's rent to go into the thousands of dollars a month. Never mind that it's going to bankrupt families all across the United States. They don't care. They don't give a dime. And those sorry politicians, career politicians that have no fear of term limits, because there ain't any term limits. And they're not going to have term limits because they don't want them. You can't touch us, Jack. We are the law. We're the ones that make the law. You can't come and get us. We can come and get you, but you can't get us. You don't have any rights. And that's what these people are telling me in these comments. And that's why these young men are leaving the United States of America. They're going to Albania in droves. And I was surprised. They're starting their own online businesses. And a lot of them do bookkeeping and different things like this. And they have actually started making, good money. And they're leaving the United States of America and they're moving to Albania. The cost of living is very low. And they said that they're treated much better in Albania and that they have no desire for marriage whatsoever because, the women nowadays, I'm not knocking women now. I'm not knocking women. Just let me explain it right now. But the morals of women. They've bed hopped so much with so many men. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them. And I'm going to say here that I thank my God for my wife that I had. I had a jewel. My wife loved me. She loved our children. She loved our family. The only thing she wanted to be was a housewife. And I was telling a lady at the senior center that lives over here in these apartments I live in. Her name is Miss Pat. And I told her, I said, oh, my wife was so wonderful. She used to have my bath water ready for me when I got home from work. She had supper cooked. She said, what was wrong with her? Her husband couldn't stand her. His name was Chuck. He's dead now. He couldn't stand that woman. Can you blame him? Unlike all these comments I got. I'm going to tell you something. Men are waking up all over the United States of America. And they're saying, you know what, Grandpa, we don't want to be like you. We don't want to go to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week like you did. We don't want to work 7 days a week, all holidays. Even work 18-hour days. Come home so dead on your feet, you just pass out. Then you got to get back up, get your lunch kit, and go back out the door, get in that car and drive. Me, I lived nearly an hour and a half away from my job. Friends, it was horrible. But I had a wife that loved me, and I had children that were so happy to see me when I came home. I mean, that was my motivation, friends. My little daughters, they'd come hopping out there, Daddy's home. And my son would come out there, hey, Dad. And made me feel like I was 12 foot tall, friend. My little wife had a wonderful supper ready. She had my bath water ready. My wife loved me and took care of me, and that's why, you know, I miss her so much. We were married 44 years, and she's gone. But there's something going on. All around the world, men are waking up and saying, hey, this is a rat race. I don't want to work for an employer that has no pension for me, that has nothing for me but a scam 401k with the greedy IRS watching you. We're going to get you. We're going to get you. And they come after your cash pile. You've been saving it up all those years. You thought you really had something. And then like me, my wife is dead. I'm a widower. Coming up to where I can draw my 401k, and I'm told, oh, no, we get 87%. I said, wait a minute, that's not what I was, well, sir, we don't know what you were told. We're just telling you, here's the spreadsheets, here's everything, here's all your fees that have accumulated over the years, and when we start paying you, there will be additional fees. And if you go and check your money out, 87% is gone from you. You'll find out. I've already tried to close my 401k account, and I got stopped because of that. So friends, this is a different world we are living in, and people don't want to do what the old timers did, because you see, we lived in a different era, a different time, when people cared about people, when people had morals, and when people respected each other. And you see, that's gone now in this woke generation that has been pushed on everybody by those people in Washington, D.C. that are literally destroying every institution in the United States of America. Education, health care, everything's destroyed. Medicare is a blinking joke. It is one of the biggest scams you can ever come across. Medicare comes after everything you've got. When you're in the dying stage at the end of your days, they come after everything you've got. Check it out. They came after my little mother-in-law in a nursing home. They came after her for everything she had, every nickel and dime she had. But I understand how you men feel. And I understand it's a wake-up call to women all around the world. A man wants a woman that will love him and that loves the family environment and wants to be, like my wife said, a housewife that is happy being a mother, a full-time mother, a full-time housewife, loving her man and standing strong with him. And like these men say here, they said, Grandpa, it's gone. All we have is a bunch of party gals. That's all we have. Remember that song? Come on and be my party gal. Come on and be my party gal. That's so stupid. God have mercy. But hey, listen, you have a good day, and this is Grandpa Hickory, and I'll see you on the next video. Please hit the like button. I'm inviting you to subscribe to my channel and help it to grow. You have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video. And pray for our men everywhere in the world and our women. Everybody needs to wake up and realize that Jesus is coming soon. We've got to do right. And if we don't, we will face for the wrong that we have done. Goodbye from Texas. See you on the next video. Bye for now.